Hi all, welcome back to my channel. So far in this sorting series, we have seen bubble sort which keeps swapping again and again, selection sort which finds the smallest and then places it in the correct position. So today we are meeting another sorting friend, that is insertion sort, and this one is actually very smart. So before directly jumping into the code, let's understand with the help of animation. So let's consider the same scenario which we have seen in our previous videos where the students are standing in a line and I want them to stand in an order based on their heights, that is from the shortest to the tallest. So the two steps in insertion sort are I'll keep the left side sorted and I'll keep on inserting the next student which are right next to the left side sorted in its correct place. So insertion sort works just like arranging cards in your hand. When you pick a new card, you don't reorder everything, you just insert it in the right place. So let's start with our animation. So we assume that the first student is already sorted and we start with the second student which are right next to the left sorted one. So we compare with the students who are on the left. Since the second student is shorter than the first student, the first one will come to its second position and there are no more elements before the first one. So it just occupies the first position. So now we can say that the left side is sorted again. And this process continues. So it goes to the third student where again it start comparing with the students who are in the left side and gets inserted to the position where it should be. So the process continues and then we can see that the array will be sorted when the last one comes to its correct position. So insertion sort does not swap again and again. It just shifts the elements and inserts the correct one in the right place. So now let's see our Java code. So we have an array declared and initialized here and we have the insertion sort code. The first one is the for loop or the outer for loop where we can say that it is starting from index 1 because we have seen earlier where the first element is always to be in a sorted order. So here we have key, that is the student which we want to insert in the left side sorted array. So and then we start comparing it with the left student. So we'll have a variable which starts from the left side and it goes until it reaches the first element of the left side sorted array. So whenever we feel the left side one is taller than the one which we want to insert in the correct position, we just move the tallest one to its position and then we decrement the variable. So at last when the student gets its correct position, but we are already decrementing this j, so we need to insert the element which we want to be in its correct position in the element position plus 1. So this is all about the code for the insertion sort. So to analyze the time complexity for this one, so if you see this outer for loop will run from index 1 to n minus 1 elements and again we have this inner for loop. So this inner for loop will run at max when, that is when the students are in reverse order. So this will also goes at max from n minus 1 to j index 0. So this also will run for n times. So at the worst case for this insertion sort is big of n square. But if the students are nearly sorted, or we can say for the best case is almost sorted, so insertion sort does very little work because only outer for loop will run, whereas the inner for loop will keep on failing because array of j greater than key will always fail. So the only time complexity for the best case for insertion sort we have is big of n. So that is why we say that insertion sort makes sense when the array is almost sorted or input size is small or you want a simple and efficient method. That's why it's almost used in inside real sorting algorithms. So to quickly summarize what we have learned in this insertion sort is it keeps left side sorted and takes one element at a time, inserts in its correct place, and it's very fast for nearly sorted data but slow for the larger random data. So I hope this video really helped you in giving clear understanding about the insertion sort. See you in the next video. Until then, happy coding. Thank you.